All right, welcome back with us to Solitude Origins, everything Solitude Aeturnus. I want to thank you for coming here. We have Steve Moseley and Robert Lowe, and I am Kurt Joye, and we're going to talk all things Solitude Aeturnus. So let me ask you guys a question here. When you think about Solitude Aeturnus, what's the most common reference in your mind? What comes to your mind first? When you think of Solitude Aeturnus, what's the very first thing that comes to your mind?
Doom. Epic doom. Good
For
music.
me,
Steve?
for me, it's just being on tour. I guess playing shows live, some other part of the world.
Is there any particular tour?
Can I restate what I just said?
You go right ahead.
That was kind of just.
We're
lame.
just keeping it
That was
going.
lame,
We're
man.
just keeping it going. No,
Yeah.
Doom is good, man. That's the first thing
No,
comes to your mind.
First
Yeah.
thing comes to my mind. No, the first thing comes to my mind is I think that I'm proud of what we have achieved. I mean, during the time when we started doing what we were doing, obviously there was Candlemass, Trouble, and other bands, you know, like Pentagram and stuff that got me attracted to that genre. And now I'm just babbling on. So yes, Doom.
There you go. So, Steve mentioned a tour. Do you have a particular tour in mind that you thought about? I mean, was it maybe some of the Greece stuff? I know you guys done some really
Yeah, I
cool
mean,
shows in Greece. I know recorded a live DVD in Poland. I mean,
Yeah, lots.
played a bunch of shows at Joe's Garage in Fort Worth,
right.
Texas.
Lots of good shows. For me,
so-
it was one show in particular in Germany. We were playing. I'm not even sure where it was. Really nice club. But they were serving pizza, which was something we didn't see a lot in Germany. So I was like, man, I want to get one of those pizzas too. And I was super green. This was 1997, 98, whatever. I had just gotten on tour with the band overseas, and Perez said, yeah, John Perez, guitar player, Solitude, said, yeah, just go on up to the counter and tell him you want a pepperoni pizza. I was like, okay, yeah, man, that's what I want, pepperoni pizza. So I told him, it's okay to be, just a little bit. I'll call your name, And he called, and I went back up there and got this pizza. And I was like, man, what in the world? And I took it back to the table, and I sat it down, and John could not contain his laughter at that point. It had probably a 14-inch peppercini pepper on it, and that was the only thing that was on it. In Germany, that was a pepperoni pizza. You asked for pepperoni pizza, you got this big peppercini pepper. That was that. Just a little spoonful, a little dollop of red sauce. I was like, man, you gotta be kidding. This ain't Papa John's. This ain't gonna fill me up. I can tell you that. Anyway, that's what I think of it. I love the food in Germany and everything about it, but
Well,
the pizza was lacking. Let's say that.
During that time, pizza story in Germany, and this was new for me. Could have been new for the guys. I don't know. I'm not going to assume. But the guy we had, do you remember him?
Mm-hmm.
He goes, man, I got y'all. There's 15 pizzas stacked up in the dressing room. And we're like, oh yeah, pizza, man, we need this, right? We all go back there, open the box, top one, obviously. It's got like 10 eggs on it, sunny side up.
Mm-hmm. Sunny side up eggs, very very common there.
Yeah. So, well, you got a bunch of Texans.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what the hell? All right, fine. We set this one aside.
Set that on the side. That's
We
right.
just said,
Let's
let's
check
go
the
over
next
here.
one. Get to the good ones.
What's the next one? Some bitch. Okay, out of 15, there's got to be.
That's right.
It's like shuffling cards.
It can't be more than 2 with sunny side eggs, right?
No,
3?
hell no.
3?
Now it's like, no, hell no. I don't even know what's underneath because of all the eggs.
Right.
Okay, well, this is the side. Steve, what you want to bet on this one?
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead.
At that time, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'll tune your guitar for you
Mhm.
if you get this right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it wasn't right, man.
Nope.
It wasn't right.
That's
Sunny side
Sunny
up
side.
eggs
Never
on
heard of
pizza.
it. Never heard of it.
Breakfast pizza is all the rage now. Of course, this is
This was what,
35 years later here in America, but
96,
back then,
97?
right?
The hell.
In Europe, yeah, we had never seen nothing like that. That's,
No.
you don't adulterate the pizzas in
Oh, no,
Texas
hell no. No,
with
no, no, no,
eggs.
no. My go-to is meat lovers. That's it. I know other people don't, but me, if you've got meat, just put it on there. That's it. I don't care what it is. Just put it on there. So anywho,
Yeah.
where were we at? I was gonna say, I don't mean to be rude, but yeah, I've got stuff popping out in my brain right now. One of my favorite things was the tour we did with Killers. We did 8 weeks with Killers. All right, Paul Diano, Buddy, Grandbath. Names elude me now. I'm sorry, guys. I'll remember on the way home. But we're driving. We've got a Ford F-150 Econoline van. Rent that son of a bitch for like $25 a day. I don't know what it was. But multiply that times 8 weeks, 7 times 8 times 4 times divided by square, and then you got to buy gas. But that doesn't matter. You know, we're heading out on the road. Well, there are pictures that are going to get digitized because I found a photo album of this tour, specifically of this tour, which I'm going to get to you. It's some killer stuff. One thing comes to mind. All right, you got to realize you have 5 guys in the band. 3 minus me and Lyle are, Conan size. Me and Lyle are like, you know. So we got all our gear, all of our bags, all of our shit that we have to live with for 8 weeks. F-150 Ford Econoline van. So the first thing we did at the warehouse was take out all the seats, all the bench seats out. Dink, dink, dink. We're all down there with wrenches taking all these seats out. Only thing left, captain's chair, passenger seat. Pile all that shit in. We got all of us like this.
Yeah.
For 12 hours at a time down the road. How you doing? You doing all right, man?
When's the next time?
Here we go. Get out. So, favorite story of this whole thing is we stop at, I don't know. I'm just going to go ahead and say a Buc-ee's. You people know what I'm talking about. We stop at a Buc-ee's. I'm like, I'm tired of this shit. We can't keep pulling over to piss and get stuff and this and that. So I run inside. I get a funnel that you put in oil, right? So it's got the long thing tube, and it's got the funnel. So what I did was there was a bolt hole in the back corner of the Econoline bus that I stuck that thing through the hole, taped up the funnel to the wall so it was just knee high, so you could get on your knees. Right there.
It was a urinal.
It was a urinal. You didn't have to stop, right? I'm going to the bathroom. All right, don't turn around. So, and we used the hell out of that thing, and we kept. Now, mind you, we're not dirty people. We kept fresh water bottles to flush with. Right? Just swiddling around. It's all good. Right? So, I remember one day I decided, you know what, I'm going to test out my contraption that I put in this van. I'm back there, to happy time, Mind you, in that corner, the back window of the van was right here. I'm looking out the back, taking care of business. Next thing I know, the car behind us, windshield wipers start coming on.
It's splattering off
all over the
car. That's great.
And I'm just sitting there going, I'm sorry, guys. Sorry. My bad.
So, you know what? Thanks for joining us here on the podcast. Don't forget to hit subscribe. And for all things Solitude, Solitude Origins. You can reach us at solitudeofficial.com, solitudeaeturnus.com, and solitudeorigins.com. Thanks again.